Alrighty then. Hi, hello, and I got a new intro. So, there it is. There's Da Vinci. So, I have been putting this off for a few weeks because I'm gonna be completely honest when I say I am not 100% the biggest fan in the whole world of making intros. I had an intro actually partially made before I did my redesign, so I took a lot of the assets from that. And the kind of the same concept. I'm not gonna lie, this is not the first time this concept has been born. The first person I ever saw do this for an intro was Emily Artful, and I love it. And especially since my character is supposed to be like a video, my VTuber is supposed to be in the world of an old video game. I was like, oh my god, I have to do this intro now. I am legally required. I'm not legally required. I'm like, I signed an emotional contract and now I have to pull through. So, for this, I made it a video because I think it's kind of cool to look into this process, especially if you want to be a YouTuber and you don't know how to do it and you don't want to just get a template. I used to animate these like fully, but that's a bitch and a half. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks. Well, if you like animating, it doesn't suck. If you hate doing a finished animation, it's torture. Because I like animating, but in a more sketchy way. But pixel animation, no. I am not skilled enough yet. That's a dragon I'm not ready to slay. So basically instead what I decided to do was I would create this. So basically I got all the different things. I made the buttons. I used the text tool, and I used one of the 8-bit texts, and then I typed in all the text. That was game start, save, exit. I basically turned up the I think I used an ad layer and clipped it over every single select. So if I wanted right now it says exit game. If I wanted it to look like it's selecting that, I just made it a lighter color. I just basically made, I'm gonna duplicate the exit game button. I'm gonna add an ad layer over that, and then I can turn it on and off. Same thing. And then so I can change so there's 3 different versions of the buttons that were exported to my editing software, which were the game start being selected, the save being selected, and the exit game being selected. And then those were all separate from everything, and I exported them as transparent PNGs. The next thing I did was I made the really creative name, Magical Quest. I thought it was bad, and then I thought it was really funny because it was it screamed to me like a company invested into a fantasy video game without understanding what a fantasy video game is, and they named it Magical Quest. I don't know, there's something about it that screams that this game is at a garage sale for 75 cents, and it's definitely haunted. So that may not be the name forever, but I thought it was a nice name. After that was also separate exported. The next thing that was separated, I had a little bit of a mess up because I resized the screen to be 3x2 because I thought it gave the intro of this video a more magical vibe, if you will. So I decided that it would be, not that I decided that, but I thought it would make everything look more magical. Not magical, old. Wrong word, old, vintage. So I did that. I changed the aspect ratio and I had to fix everything. But you won't have to do that if you do this yourself. The next thing I did was I already pre-made all these stills, and I just matched them up with, I sized them the way I wanted to size them, and I matched them up with the game start, the save, and I kept that in mind. And then I saved these all separately, and then I saved the background separately, and then when I edited them, basically it would say save game, and then there'd be game start, the little smiling Mio, save, the little talking Mio, and then exit game, the little angry Mio. And then I would add the sound effects, and I gave myself like a bouncing motion, as you saw in the new intro. I used CapCut, but I refused to pay for it, so I just screen recorded the little like window they use to do it. It's just, I know that a CapCut has a lot more filters and like effects that I know how to use better than in DaVinci, so I used that to edit this intro. Because I'm gonna be honest, I kind of suck at DaVinci, and if CapCut wasn't a subscription and didn't have a bunch of AI in it, I probably would use CapCut to edit, just for like quality of life purposes, because I feel like I know my way around CapCut a little bit better than I do my way around DaVinci for like making my videos look prettier. But for the next drawing I did, or drawing, yeah, I was drawing and kind of like animating in a sense. The next one I did was basically I needed an outro. I thought about that, and so what I did is I got my exit game key that I made. Oh, I also drew little stars around it so it would be more obvious it was like the select. I don't think my intro looks like an old video game faithfully, but I think it captures the vibe I want, and that's all that matters. For the exit game, I just added the exit game, like the select button, and then I added the exit game button. So I added in the exit game button, and then after that I drew in a more like stylized 8-bit version of my little character, or my little Sona, or my little VTuber. I don't know what they call it. It's just me, bro. Sleeping, and I couldn't decide if I wanted a bed, a hammock, a pillow, and then I was like, you know what's the best thing for a ferret creature? A hammock. I'm gonna sleep in a ferret hammock. Hence I decided to do that. I also considered drawing myself studying at a desk or reading a book, but the ferret hammock thing was just so cute, I had to. It was amazing. So I did that. I did some cell shading on it. This wasn't meant to be that complicated. I feel like a lot of people don't really look at the outro like crazy, so I was like, why am I gonna put like 5 hours of effort into it? So I didn't. I put 2 hours of effort. So after I did that, I decided to add a little Milky Way on my back, just hanging out, because ferrets are in piles, and I thought it'd be really cute to display the ferret pile, in like its full force. So yeah, after that, before that, I added in these little Z's. I forgot the order I did them in. I changed the color of them to a brighter blue so you can actually see them compared to the background, because if you're colorblind or if you have horrible vision, they're kind of not easy to spot. So I made them more like a cyan than like a deeper blue. And then after that, I added on Milky Way. And then when I exported this, the way I did it was I exported the background by itself, the exit game button by itself, and then the me, hammock, and Z's on by itself. And then what you'll see is the outro when this video is over, it's just a little sway side to side effect, and then I use the same sound effects that I found for the intro on the outro. I like this outro. It's very peaceful. I don't know, it gives off the good vibe. I think it gives off good vibes. After that, I put in Milky Way, because why wouldn't I? They're amazing and adorable, and they have a big bushy tail. But yeah, I don't have very much to say for this video other than it should have come out sooner, because I got this stuff done sooner. I'm so used to uploading every other week that I'm in a groove where I just get content uploading every other week, and then I can't come up with ideas as quickly, because I was like, I'm gonna upload every week, and then I was like, man, what am I supposed to draw? So that idea died. Maybe if I didn't have not almost full time, but maybe if I was an employee. And I could come up with ideas faster if I had more time to watch stuff. I don't know. I do know that the next video is probably gonna be me redesigning Love Fruit Island characters, because that seems to be a trend going on. I just recently found out about Love Fruit Island because Sora is shutting down, and I think we all should pop a bottle of champagne for it. And yeah, I might go pop a bottle of champagne for that and just like spray it everywhere. But the creator of Love Fruit Island was like crashing out over it, and I think that's kind of funny. Is it like super funny? Like, no, but I think it's kind of funny, and I think I should redesign the Love Fruit Island characters. I saw some fellow artists do it, and AI is stinky. So that's probably gonna be my next video. It's also very easy because I'm just drawing fruit humans, like, you know, like country humans, but they're fruit. I feel like that's what it is. It's just fruit humans. And I don't, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm like, my brain is like a constant loading symbol, but it's okay. It's almost the end of the video and I can go to sleep. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want me to actually do Love Fruit Island, or something different, comment below. If you like this video, comment below. If you want a more in-depth thing of this, I might try to make a more in-depth like explanation of how I made these on like my Ko-fi, or maybe one day I will have a Ko-fi and a Patreon at the same time. I might do that. I don't know. And I'll do that and I'll show you. I'm not like a master editor. If anything, I'm quite the opposite. So I'm not the person to get educated from. But if you want to know how exactly I did this and drew everything, that is probably the way to go. Because I'm not like beep 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 beep. I'm exacto. I'm more like, so you separate it and then you slap it all together, and then, or you separate everything and then you put it in your editing software and you make the parts that you want to move. That's kind of like the best way I can explain it, because that's exactly how I did it. I'm sorry, that's terrible. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. If you are new, if you're new to the business, ha ha ha, if you get that joke, you should subscribe. If you are, if you're already subscribed, if you're already subscribed, you should like and comment. Again, tell me, maybe there's something else I can redesign or do. I'm not hip with it. I'm kind of getting internet old. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!